back, wood lovers. Today is Tuesday, and today, is it Tuesday? No, today is Wednesday. All the days are just blurring into one giant day. Today's Wednesday. Today we are looking at quite an interesting wood, and a wood that I've recently built with. We are looking, the birds are having a riot out there. I've got the doors open, and it's a beautiful day here in Yorkshire. I'm actually a little clammy. It's quite warm in here. It is 24 degrees in the workshop, less than ideal, but it's almost time to go home and have a beer. We are looking at Spalted maple. This is a very cool wood. This is North American, or rather it is maple from North America. Spalted maple itself is not a species. The spalted part refers to what is going on with the wood. Over here, this segment here is your undisturbed maple. This area here, demarcated by this kind of black inky line, is maple that is starting to decay, or is starting to undergo decay from fungus, and in doing so creates this amazing pattern. And it is this cool pattern that makes the spalted maple so interesting. It does, of course, change the tonal properties of the maple, because as it starts to break down, the structure is changing, and it loses that kind of hardness that you associate with maple. So what you want to try and do is catch the spalting process at just the right time, so that it's not gone so far as to completely obliterate the wood, but it's gone far enough to get these cool patterns. Once the wood is cut and dried, the spalting process stops, and you are left with this kind of masterpiece, natural masterpiece that almost, to me, it reminds me of kind of like a satellite view of the Earth from space. You know, you've kind of almost got the coastline and the ocean and islands, and it's very, very beautiful. This piece of wood has, it's not gone too far. It kind of looks pretty gnarly, but structurally, it's still, you know, if I press my fingernail into here, it's not leaving a huge amount of a dent. Quite often with spalted maple, it's like touching a piece of sponge. You put your fingernail into it, and it just crumbles away. So as it is, I'll give you a little tap, and you can hear what this piece of wood is doing. This is something that I've resawed myself from a billet that I imported from the US. It's quite thin, but in tapping it, you'll hear something. Not a lot, but it still does have a ring to it, surprisingly. The spalting process is kind of a compromise. You know, you get this amazing look. You know, you've got the wild kind of inky lines combined with the beautiful flame of the maple, and in this case we've got the kind of the heartwood is really nice and kind of peachy coloured. So you've got this amazing look, but because of the decay, because the wood has started to break down, and albeit in this case not a huge amount, you are starting to lose the tonal aspect. So when I built with this recently, I wanted to reinforce that, and so I actually created what I called a hybrid back, where I laminated a fantastic tonewood to it, Wenge, to reintroduce that structure, to reintroduce a little bit of that tonal flavour that you get with Wenge, but to keep the amazing natural beauty. And it actually worked out really, really well. You know, I essentially ended up with a really thin veneer of the maple on the outside, with a more substantial piece of maple Wenge on the back. That was laminated with, I think, epoxy. It might have been polyurethane, but it created a really ringy, really fantastic sounding back plate without adding too much mass. So it was very, very pleasing. I'm going to give it a little blast with the magic spray. I'm actually going to use a different magic spray. The usual magic spray that I use is magic alcohol spray, but the alcohol actually causes the black lines to run. So here I'm just using some naphtha, which completely destroys any spray bottle that you use. If anyone has a tip for how to use naphtha with a spray bottle, let me know. But look at that, how cool is that? It's just beautiful. I absolutely love that. Now I just want to, I'd forgotten how nice it was. I want to build with it again right now. Maybe I'll after this video I'll laminate up some more hybrid backs. Wow, isn't nature amazing? Even in decay, nature is amazing. We've got the flame, we've got those inky lines, we've got the contrast between the sapwood and the heartwood. It's just geographical. I absolutely love it. But definitely needs a little bit of help in the tone department. Go check out Ophelia. It was a Model S that I built with a redwood top. You can also go on the website and look through the archive and find a guitar called Red, which was the very first Model M that had a Craig Carter fine art redwood top, which was just unbelievable. That had a very subtle amount of spalting and a maple on the back. Amazing guitar. I really loved it, and it inspired Ophelia, which was just completed just before Christmas, I think. I've lost all track of time. I don't even know what day it is. I don't know when Christmas was. It's April tomorrow. It is April tomorrow. Who'd have thought it? So, the heat is really getting to me in here, and I need to sign off because I'm starting to talk gibberish. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do Dalbergia Nigra. The time has come for episode, I think it's episode 40. Wow. See you tomorrow.